Finally, guys, yes, finally we are back, baby, okay? Finally a day has come where I can actually share with you guys some exciting new Chicago Sky news, okay? Tyler Marsh has just been hired as the new head coach of Chicago Sky. I just came across this article and I got a lot of people on Twitter buzzing. They saying like, he throwing shade at the vets of the Chicago Sky, such as Dana Evans, Izzy, even Diamond DeShields. And I want to share with you guys a little bit of excerpts of this amazingly very important introductory interview that he just did. Again, this is a very long article. I'm not going to read you the whole thing. I'm going to just give you the meat and potatoes. Again, it's about a 20-minute interview of the 36-year-old head coach. This is what he quoted saying. He says, "I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more blessed to be named the head coach of the Chicago Sky," said Marsh, seated alongside Sky general manager Jeff Pagliacca and veteran players Rachel Bannum and Elizabeth Williams. So again, Jeff Pagliacca, he is the general manager of the Chicago Sky organization. He was right there on board because, again, he is the general manager. He is the one who hired Mr. Tyler Marsh. Marsh stressed on numerous occasions that he believes selflessness will be key to the Sky's success moving forward. He said, "The championship teams that I have been a part of have an elite level of professionalism, an elite level of selflessness and accountability." He said, "That's how we want to be here." You hear that? He said that the teams he came from, okay, the veterans, the vets, not the rookies. Okay, I'm sure that he has, again, at this point, Kamilla, Cardoso, and Reese are no longer rookies. Okay, they're now veterans. He said they have an elite level of professionalism, selflessness, and accountability. Let's be honest. The major three fools that was under the Chicago Sky this past season, Dana Evans, in my opinion, Izzy Harrison, and Diamond DeShields, they lack those. He brought up the concept again later in the press conference when asked about how he will go about assembling a staff of assistant coaches. He says, "The word that keeps coming up is selflessness," Marsh said. "You're going to hear me say that a lot. And that doesn't just apply to our players, that applies to our staff as well. We got to be an ego-less staff where we collectively put the players first." I like that. Again, he's speaking my language. I love me some accountability. Okay, I love me some, being selfless. Let's be a team. Let's put, again, one band, one sound. It shouldn't be the veterans against the rookies. Now, this nonsense. I remember it was an interview this past regular season of the 2024 WNBA season. They having a post-game interview. They had lost, of course, the Chicago Sky did. It was a bunch of, commotion going on in the locker room. You hear people arguing and yelling. This is back when Marina Mabrey was still on the team. Kamilla Cardoso was literally standing at the door like she shook once. She looked scared and uncomfortable. Like, what in the world is going on? It's just too much dysfunction that was going on during the season Chicago Sky. Pagliacca made it clear that bringing in Marsh was an easy choice from the jump. He says, "We share a profession for the game," Pagliacca said. "We share a passion for this league, and I loved his vision for how he wanted to come here and play and compete. He's a man of high character who cares a lot about people, cares a lot about family, and that matters quite a bit to this organization." Yes, Mr. Marsh, guys, again, he is a married man. He got a beautiful black wife and a beautiful young little baby black son. So again, he has the value of the team. He shares that passion of the sport, basketball, but specifically women's basketball. Okay, he respects these ladies as professional athletes. He cares about family. These are good traits that you want as a head coach. "If you know Jeff, he comes in hot," Marsh said. "He was very intentional about letting me know how bad he wanted me to be a part of this organization, and that went a long way for me." For Pagliacca, says Marsh's breadth of experience and success across various basketball arenas was a big draw. He says Tyler is a born leader, Pagliacca said. "He's a connector, he's a culture creator, and he really brings a wealth of experience from the G League, from the NBA to WNBA, and really not just experience, but he really played a pivotal and vital role in helping bring championships to those organizations," which he did. Marsh then explained that the emphasis on the human aspect of the game was a massive draw. "We connected on our values of how we believe people should be treated, and then that kind of transcended into how we view the game," Marsh said. "And so when you put people first, that makes a lot of difference. And that had a lasting impact on me in this process." Again, I really hope they do right by them girls because, again, that's kind of a contradiction. He's talking about when you put people first. If you ask Alicia Fowles, Kalia Copper, Gabby Williams, they all probably got multiple stories about how the Chicago Sky organization is a hot dysfunctional mess, right? They don't put the players first. Okay, they put themselves first as an organization and the players last. So again, hopefully we will see positive change on how the Sky organization is ran from the top to bottom when it comes to like the players, how they're affected on and off the court, as well as the front office. Again, so Tyler Marsh wants to prioritize player development and culture. He quotes, "I've always been able to see and experience basketball at virtually every level: college, high school, WNBA, G League, NBA." So this man is well versed, okay, in basketball. I love it. He says, "When you're around that many leagues and you've taken on so many positions, it's not just player development that becomes part of who you are and part of my makeup. It's time in the video room. It's time creating scouting reports, so it's certainly a little bit of a well-roundedness there." Marsh will work to help develop the entire Sky roster, and he noted that successful championship teams see contributions from all 12 players on the roster. But he also acknowledged that Cardoso and Reese were the cornerstone of the franchise. I love it. Give them rookies now, veteran. No, I'm sorry. Give those rookies now turn. Yeah, they're veterans now. They flowers. He says, "We want Kamilla, Cardoso, and Angel Reese to be good at what they do already," Marsh said. "We want to continue to highlight their strengths. We also want to continue to improve and figure out ways where they can score easily or they can still be effective defensively." Again, that was one of my biggest gripes and beefs with Spoon. Okay, again, I do feel sorry for her. It was horrible. Again, she's a Black woman. She's brilliant. She's talented, but I do hope that she's able to find work in women's basketball. Be it a head coach, assistant coach, perhaps a general manager. Maybe she will do well at a front office. We just saw Kurt Miller. He was fired from his LA Sparks head coach position. Now he's just taken over the general manager spot for the Dallas Wings. Again, anything is possible. But again, Spoon did not utilize her players correctly. Let's be honest. If we take our feelings out of it, let's just look at this objectively. If we looked at it just on a analysis, let's just logically just talk about the basketball IQ. She kept continuing to make the same mistakes over and over again. One that really grinds our gears as Chicago Sky fans: Dana Evans and Diamond DeShields on the floor at the same time, giving them way too many minutes. It got ridiculous. Elizabeth Williams, who was a 10-year WNBA veteran, they might even know that, entering her third season in Chicago, praised Marsh for his emphasis on culture building. She quotes, "We're really excited to have him here," Williams said. "Obviously, he comes in with a lot of experience, but he also comes in with the mindset of creating a certain culture. And I think he's been intentional about communicating with us. The basketball stuff will come, but essentially you're trying to reestablish what things will look like. I think he's great for the job." At Tuesday's introductory press conference, Pagliacca was asked what makes him believe that this arrangement will work. "We are real committed to Tyler. He's about relationships," Pagliacca said. "I don't think it's necessary about what wasn't happening last season, but it's more what Tyler is bringing into us now that makes us feel so confident. The background in player development, the philosophy. I think it's very rare combination that you can have someone that excels so much in the player development arena, but is actually even more wired to be a head coach." So there we have it, guys. And then again, check out that press conference. It's less than 30 minutes. Tyler Marsh, he's the new head coach of the Chicago Sky. He laid out his plans, that map, those tools that he's going to use. He's going to bring out the strengths of our Chicago skyscrapers. And I love how he said that he gave them their flowers. He said Kamilla, Cardoso and Angel Reese are the cornerstone of our franchise. Okay, so hopefully he continues to build around them again and use those strengths, sharpen those strengths that they already have, and also strengthen the weaknesses. Again, we already know like Kamilla Cardoso, like any other player, injuries like any other player, they have their strengths and their weaknesses. But again, let's develop them to where their strengths are stronger than they already are right now, and their weaknesses they can actually strengthen. Okay, Angel Reese, again, them layups. Let's get her into some threes. There's no reason. I don't care if she's 6'3". She's not a shooting guard. She's not a point guard. I don't care what the position is. She should be able to make threes. Same with Kamilla Cardoso. She did it before. Remember, she won again, like that buzzer-winning shot of the Gamecocks. Okay, Kamilla Cardoso. She has so much, of strengths in her. She has so many skills that, again, Spoon, she was not utilizing these ladies correctly. Again, I like what he said. He said he values professionalism, accountability, and selflessness. Okay, and again, everybody on Twitter, again, I'm gonna post this picture. It's so funny. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all always probably think like Genevieve was picking on Dana Evans, but listen, I'm not picking on Dana Evans because she's Dana Evans. I'm picking on her because as a veteran, I expect more from her. I expect far more from her. Dana Evans, Izzy, aka Dizzy, Izzy Harrison, and what's the other? Diamond DeShields. Sometimes I want to throw Lindsay Allen in there again, like she's hot and then she's cold. She don't know how to be lukewarm. Sometimes she excels, and then other games it's like she was just a ghost on the floor. But them three, Dana, Izzy, and Diamond DeShields, they are veterans. I did not see professionalism from them. I did not see, being effective leaders. Again, y'all are the veterans. Y'all not rookies. I didn't see that elite level of skill and play when they played during this WNBA 2024 regular season. Again, like what he said, accountability. Again, it was a whole bunch of like if you look at their tweets, some of them, again, that freaking exit interview when they got swept up, they didn't even get swept up in the playoffs. I'm sorry, they didn't make it to the playoffs. They went from the 8th seed down to like the 10th, 11th seed of the WNBA in the power rankings. Izzy crying and Dana crying. They had the nurses sit up on that interview crying, talking about racism, and it was. This is how I knew like she wasn't slick. Okay, like you're not low, Izzy. This is how I knew like she was. It was some fake BS what she was talking about. Izzy said even from my own people, people who look like me, they were clowning me and they were bullying me on the internet. Now, again, I'm not about bullying at all. This is an anti-bullying channel, okay? We're going to keep it respectful. But as long as it's like funny and humorous, again, I like to clown, I like to joke and laugh a lot. Some of them deserve to be clowned the way that they did because they were acting ridiculous. Like, don't come up to me crying about racism and stuff. Okay, again, you have the right to share that. I'm not going to take that away from them. I'm more than sure that they did get racist comments. But when she said people that look like me, i.e., is he talking about black people are clowning me because I'm a freaking worthless bum on the court? How are you 6'3" ain't getting that nan rebound? Dana Evans, you supposed to be a point guard, shooting guards. You one of them guards. Don't know how to pass the ball, refusing, just being selfish, just hero ball. I remember it was one game, it was Minnesota Lynx. It was their home court at the Target Center in Minneapolis versus Chicago Sky. Spoon had just put in a play for them. Mariah Jefferson was supposed to be running. The offense was supposed to be running through Mariah Jefferson, who just got traded to Chicago Sky from Connecticut Sun. Dana Evans was supposed to give her the damn ball for her to put up a play, but they just got done talking about with Spoon. Dana Evans literally just waved Mariah Jefferson off like, girl, get out my face. I got it. And what she do? She ended up making brick after brick. Building government Section 8 housing for single women and their children. Because she's selfish. There's no accountability. Y'all can't keep doing this, okay? Same thing with Spoon. It was a level of lack of accountability. She was too busy trying to be their mom, their grandma, their big sister instead of that coach. Like, listen, Reese, you keep on embarrassing me like this. Again, like, people would literally comment. They would describe Angel Reese trying to make a layup. They said like, it literally looked like Angel was trying to take a bowling ball that's 10 pounds, and she's trying to hit a damn wasp nest out of a tree. Just looking crazy. Spoon should have corrected that long ago. There was no reason. Okay, now I'm getting mad all over again. For us to come back from the post-Olympic break acting and looking a fool, just terrible on the court, getting whipped back to back in the same week, like 3-4 days separate from the freaking Phoenix Mercury, home court and away from the home court. Enough was enough. People really think that Dana Evans is about to get the boot because of Tyler Marsh. I don't know. I think she might be going into free agency. I know she requested a trade and nobody wanted her, but that's neither here nor there. But what I am excited about is Tyler Marsh. Again, he seems like a very personable person. Like Jeff Pagliacca said, he really, he values relationships. Okay, he values that connection of the players both on and off the court. Again, I'm excited for Tyler Marsh. Okay, I hope that he's able to really bring out the shrimps of not just Kamilla Cardoso, not just Angel Reese, but all of my Chicago skyscrapers. Guys, comment down below what you think Tyler Marsh is going to be able to do with my Chicago Sky, the miracles he hopefully will be able to, bring forth. And do y'all think that he might get rid of the three I don't even know what to call them, the three problematic women, okay, on the Chicago Sky, that being Izzy Harrison, Dana Evans, okay, and Diamond DeShields? Comment down below.